Hi guys, in today's video we have kind of an unboxing review type of video. I picked up some Dust Tactic products over the Black Friday holiday, pretty cheap, and I think they'll make some good terrain pieces. So first up today is going to be this Airfield accessory pack. It's got these, I think they're Quonset huts, so we'll pop this package open and see what we got inside. Thanks for watching, game on. Okay, here we go. Let's give this a try. I can stop keeping the stand. Alright, so in the box we have these 6 huts. And then so you have some packaging with the other side of them. So we'll pull that packaging out. And pull some of these suckers out. Let's get a good look at them. I like that texture, it's really nice. So let's open one of these suckers up, shall we? So these have relatively smooth on one side, and you can see that this is designed to clip inside. Oops, and there it goes. So we could glue those in. And then let me open up this other package. These all are doors. Oh, some of the doors are open. Oh, maybe they just open. Ah, handy. So they're all the same thing. It's just that the door is hinged, so you can have it open or closed as you wish. We'll slide that one into the other side. And there you go. So if we have that down, and it comes with, obviously, should be 6 and 6. 6 doors, 6 windows. Shocking. It's like the math is done on purpose. Then you have 6, I believe these are all identical huts. Let's just take a peek at them real quick. Yep, looks pretty good. Kind of what we expected it to be, which isn't too bad. So let's look at scale, shall we? Get this out of the way. So obviously, I don't play Dust, so I want this to be able to be used for my other 28mm games. So I'll be right back. I'm going to lower this camera a bit. Here's just a slightly different angle, and all I did was I grabbed a couple of miniatures. So here's an orc next to the building, and obviously the building's dark. So orc's going to be able to get cover behind it, so that's going to be pretty good. Can't really complain too much about that. I have a Austringer here from Malifaux, and I think that even with Malifaux, that this will work really good. I think these will be some nice buildings. Obviously, they come just non-painted, non-assembled, so we'll just have to pop some glue in that to keep these to stay. They're all exactly uniform size, so they're not. I mean, you look at side to side, it's not obviously a vehicle can't go in there for our games, but you know, maybe if we put 2 of them together, it's gonna make it just a hair bit bigger. I just think they'll be good scatter terrain. You know, I have a hold on. So maybe, I mean, if you put it up next to a Nemesis, it's obviously going to be a little little odd in size, but really not too bad. Can't really complain. So we'll see. I think we'll do some painting up on these, just really quick and easy. Probably put some kind of base around them, so may not, may just glue them in just like that. So, but here they are. Tell me what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Game on.
Alright, to begin with painting, I'm obviously using the airbrush, and I'm using it's a real dark brown. I'm just using cheap paint here, thin down. So, just what we're going to do is, I didn't even prime it, I just went with whatever I think dust comes with. I think it may be pre-primed, I can't remember. But it's black and it's really dark, so I'm just painting it this dark brown to begin with, and then I'll work my way up from the browns to create a rust color is what I'm shooting for. The next step after that dark brown is, of course, a lighter brown. As I said, we're just working our way up. I'm not, coating the entire model with this next color up. I'm picking out spots where in my head, I think there would be more rust. So kind of the edges where the tin touches, under the windows, along the bottom, and then the doorway and whatnot. So and then some larger spots on the piece as well, was where I just make sure there's good color variation everywhere throughout the Alright, final color as far as the rust goes is a red, and use this sparingly, obviously, because if you paint the whole thing, next thing you know, your whole model will look red, and that's probably not what we're going for. So we're just looking for that a little bit brighter. And again, I'm hitting the spots mostly where I already hit it with the lighter colored brown, but I'm also just picking out some new spots with just the red. Either way, they tend to, all these colors are going to tend to blend in pretty well together. After this step, obviously, I didn't film it, but the next thing you want to do is coat the whole thing with hairspray. You might also do I want to say like a gloss finish over it, and then the hairspray, and then coat the whole thing with that hairspray. Let that completely dry, and then we're working on this next color, which is this. I think this is a metallic pearl color, but it's whatever you got that's silver. Again, I'm using it's terrain, so I tend to use cheap paint on terrain, and then just cake the whole model pretty good with this silvery color. And as you can see, as it goes on, I don't really even care if I go completely cover the rust color underneath. I'm just making the model shiny at this point. So however you want to do it. This next step, I'm using the Nun oil from Games Workshop, or a black wash. This step is completely optional. I did it on a couple of the pieces, and then I didn't do it on some of the other pieces. And to be honest, I really can't tell the difference between which ones I did wash and which ones I didn't. So, I don't know. Try it out and see which one you prefer. But I think this is probably a step that could be skipped. Okay, Okay, so after all the paint's dried, I'm going to get a toothbrush, an old toothbrush, and some water, and then just start using the toothbrush, to scrape off the paint. The water will reactivate the hairspray, so that the top layer of paint, whatever you put over top of the rust, will just start to come right off. I don't know, on this one it seemed, on the top, it seemed to be a little bit harder for it to start coming off, so I got a paper towel and try different things. Use your finger, use paper towel, use whatever. As you can see on the front, it came off a lot easier on the front than it did the top, so I'm not sure what was going on there. But as you can see, you just scrape off as little or as much as you want, and this is just scrape it off, wipe it off with a paper towel, use a paper towel to wipe off a little bit more of the paint, look at it, scrape off some more, and keep working at it until you're happy. And then this is just as weathered as you want it, and this is why we put all that work onto the rust underneath it, so that when we do this step, that'll come out. And the other fun part of this is when you do it, you're going to get a little bit more paint flakes, which will actually give it some texture. So.
Okay, so this is the finished product as far as the weathering goes and scraping that off. Looks like barring a couple of big chunks that I want to get rid of. After the toothbrush with the hairspray, and I got a couple of examples, which they look old and rusty and not too bad. I'm still going to put some base coating on it. But I also want to show you, I did if I can find a piece, the sponge technique where you get a sponge and pat it in, and they turn out like this. So if you don't want to do the hairspray method, I think the sponge method also works pretty good, or a combination of the two. So, oops. Thanks for watching. Game on.